What's up, everybody? Welcome back to another episode of All Things Super. I am one of your hosts, Spider, and I am joined once again by the one, the only, Mr. VIP, Frankie Washington. How are you doing today, sir?
I am in. Infinitely awesome, sir. Thank you for asking. How are you holding up, Mr. Spider? What's going on in your world?
Oh, I'm good. I'm doing well. Oh, that was funny.
You all right?
Yeah. I was wondering where you were going with that, and then I saw that you muted your microphone, and I was just waiting to see how it all turned out after that.
Well, it's all gonna be awesome. Spoiler alert. it's usually always awesome. It infinitely seems to be. But no complaints on this side, Spider. How you holding up?
I'm holding up well. I'm holding up well. Happy to be back
Are you
again.
using two hands, or it's a situation where the mezzanine just it's in place, or is it kind of like, it is what it is?
I mean, it always is what it is. That's never going to
It can't be
change.
nothing else. Yeah.
It always is going to be what it's going to be. So
Unless it changes.
then that's when
It's no longer
that's
what
when
it
it transitions
was.
from it's going to be what it's going to be to it is what it is.
Ooh. Ooh. It has no choice but to be those things.
It can't be anything else.
If it would be that other
And
thing.
it is what it is.
Ah.
Look at us.
See why people come to our show?
Dropping knowledge on the masses.
Just not nuggets, like boulders, just like massive boulders of knowledge. Just let it be what it's gonna be. It can't be nothing else than that. You know what this is?
This is All Things Super, where every week we take a piece of superpowered movies, TV shows, even trailers. We watch them, we react to them, we break them down, we review them, and we ask the question, is it
Is
super?
it super? Is it going to kind of be super in this situation? Ship potentially.
Well, we will find out. But if you like that, go ahead, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you can be notified when we have new episodes that come out. If you want the audio version of the podcast, just search for All Things Super on your favorite podcast streaming platform. And if you want to reach out to us on social media, just click the link in the description below.
Look for us. We there.
We are
Social
there.
media. And if you don't want to do none of that, just leave a comment here and we'll read it.
Absolutely.
We might read it on the show, potentially.
Possibly.
We've done it before. Don't threaten us. We'll do it again.
It's got to be quality, though, because if you leave a comment and you just be like, cool. I mean, we might acknowledge that you left a comment, but we might not.
You actually just acknowledged it right now. So, so those things can happen.
But when you leave a comment, let us know what you thought about what it is that we talked about, or what did you thought about what it is that we watched, or anything like that. But just let us know what your thoughts and your feelings are, so that way we can have a little bit of discussion. Because if it's something that's thought provoking, we might spend a whole episode talking about it. You never know.
You never know with this show. Plus, if they got something that y'all recommend that we do review or watch, again, we've done that on this show for our fans. We'll suffer through what you guys suggest if it's not good. But if it is good, we might even break it down on the show.
Right. But today we are going to be reacting to the trailer for G20, which I believe is an Amazon Prime Video movie starring Viola Davis. And in this movie, she is the president of the United States, which in and of itself is something that we might not see in our lifetime, but we don't know about that.
Hey, man, hold on. I got to slide back, say stuff like that. Are you referring to Viola Davis being a president, or are you referring to having
I mean, both, to be honest.
I don't think Miss Viola Davis wants to be the president.
Yeah, I don't think she has any interest in politics, so I doubt we see her running for president. But in the grand scheme of things, it's hard to fathom the U.S. population electing a female president anytime soon. I'm not saying that it's impossible.
Two opportunities to do so.
And then they didn't in both of those opportunities. So which is why I stick by my previous statement that I don't think we'll see it happen anytime soon.
Well, I can't say that. It can happen.
No,
It
I'm not
just
saying that it won't happen. I'm just saying
well,
that
you're
in the
right. It won't
next,
happen in the next 4 years. It
yeah,
won't happen then.
yeah.
And if there's no lady on the docket in that time, you're absolutely right.
So we don't know. We'll see. But it's not outside of the realm of possibility. But this is not the first time in media that we have seen a woman portray the president of the United States. It's happened
This
before.
is true. This is true. Very true. And those iterations were what they were.
It's gonna be what it's gonna be.
But it can't be nothing else unless it changes. Unless it changes, then
Then
it's
it
something
is what
else.
it is.
Then it's in the process of being what it's gonna be.
Exactly. But let's take a look at this trailer for G20.
Boulders out in this show. Giving boulders.
Madam President, we have a situation. Ma'am, apprehension is minutes away.
A little much, don't you think, Mom?
Zip it. You and your brother are coming to Cape Town with us.
Why?
You know why.
All you ever care about is work.
Oh wow.
I implore all world leaders to join me at the G20 summit.
Come on, Madam President.
Oh, damn. Now I gotta go save the world.
The 20 most powerful world
That
leaders
Anthony
together.
Starr?
Going dark in 3, 2.
It's clearly the star-studded cast.
That is.
We're doing the down hard.
To the governments watching,
Coulson.
I've taken the G20 by force. When we launch Project Deepfake, we will reset the world's financial markets. You gotta read the words exactly as written. Quick beige fox. Quick beige fox. Quick beige fox. Now we control the narrative.
This. I love the
My
premise.
husband and kids are missing. We have to find them. If you want to live, you'll follow my lead.
Now you're Captain America.
Now you're Captain America. Hilarious. Like, dude, you really got time for this attitude?
That was quite, well done.
Yeah. Talk your shit now.
These 5 hostages in the
Real Captain America. Elevator scene.
This what matters most.
I will not leave them.
President Danielle Sutton.
Oh.
You get around, don't you?
I'll get around to you too.
Mom, I can help.
Lights
All
out.
right, man.
Find her.
Where are my husband and kids?
We're all here together.
I'm gonna get you out of here.
Oh, wow.
What if we get you into a comfortable pair of heels, hmm?
Do you want an honest answer?
Oh, I like that.
April 10.
I love the rating because it said rated R for violence throughout. So that means that we know that going into this is just going to be nonstop action, bullets flying.
Action.
And it's-
Like, you woke me up out of bed for this, so here we go. Yeah, it's so
Oh,
crazy that
nice.
it's so crazy that they brought half the, well, not half the Blackish cast back together, but Anthony Anderson is in this.
Yeah. And I was looking to try to see if that was Marseille Martin. It looked like her, but I didn't want to say if it was her or not if it wasn't.
It's her.
Yeah, it is.
And Anthony Starr is in it.
And then you
Well,
have
no,
what looks like, I
That's
guess, her
Tom
head of security is played by Ramon Rodriguez, who plays the bad guy, and I forget his name, but
Ramon Rodriguez.
where it's, oh, this is probably in upcoming projects since it's not released yet.
Yeah, definitely, because this
Is
comes
that
out.
him? I'm thinking of
Okay.
the bad guy in Mission Impossible,
Which one? Just many
Dead
Mission
Reckoning, the
Impossible.
one that just came out. So I guess no, that's not him. That's somebody else.
That's
He looked like him a little bit.
so. I
No,
don't
it's not him.
understand why he was throwing that shade out there for the Captain America line. When
Be-
she dropped down in that elevator, did her Captain America speech.
because you know
He's like,
people
it was
are
there.
people are prejudiced against other people, and they think that, oh, okay, you think that just because you're the leader of, the United
The free
States,
country.
I mean, are we really? Listen, that's a
Well, that's
conversation for
a
another
well,
time. But no,
yeah,
just
that's a.
because
Oh.
America has been categorized as being bully-ish sometimes. So in a hostage situation or an emergency situation like that, the president of the United States tries to take control. You have some other countries being be like, oh, well, I don't want to listen to you because you may think that you know best, but you might not necessarily know best. But
Right, and then we release the bombs, and then they don't say nothing else after that.
look,
So it's just
hey, again,
well,
conversation for another time.
comment,
But no,
comment section be quiet after that button push.
we already preface President Danielle Sutton, who's the character that Viola Davis is playing. We preface her combat experience early in the trailer because we see the magazine cover with her on it. So she's seen combat, and it's
Right,
not as common
to have
anymore.
a military
Yeah, to have a
veteran.
decorated veteran serving in an office that high. There aren't too many of our presidents who have served in the military or served in
Mhm.
the military in such a prolific manner as what we see President Sutton in. But this is a turn or a twist on these movies that we had, like White House Down. What was the one
Mhm.
with Channing Tatum and
Attack,
Jamie Foxx?
the attack on 51st. What is it? What is it? I forgot.
No,
Something
that
on.
was White House Down. What I'm thinking was Olympus Has Fallen, the one with Gerard
There you
Butler
go.
and Morgan Freeman. So we had
Well,
Olympus Has
what's the one?
Fallen and London Has Fallen and
Wesley
White House Down.
Wesley Snipes was in a White House movie. I can't remember. I think it was like Attack on
Wasn't that 1600 Pennsylvania Avenue?
Pennsylvania. Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
There
but
you
a
go.
lot of these.
I'm not confusing that one with the Denzel Washington one.
Oh,
That that was in that was in Washington.
it
Take
might
that
have
back.
been.
It might have been. Sometimes I'm right when I'm wrong. So
But
it happened.
to our point, there's been a lot of these movies where we have these terrorist plots that happen and they involve the president, but it's normally the head of security or the head of Secret Service, or in like the issue with Channing Tatum, this is somebody who tried to apply for Secret Service but got turned down. But because
Hilarious.
of their military or their combat experience, they are the ones to step up and protect the political person as it the president or somebody else in like the president's cabinet or anything like that. But it's always some type of security personnel protecting the politician. Whereas here we have the politician themselves is the person that's
Mm,
going in and they're the one that's doing the
getting the
protecting.
job done
Right.
for America.
So, I mean, technically not for America because they're in South Africa. So,
She's actually just trying to save her family.
right.
There was no, and that comes second.
But the premise of this being like with Anthony Starr and his character called it Operation Deepfake, when they're taking the likeness of all of these world leaders, and
Uh-huh.
basically if they're keeping them captive in wherever the G20 summit is being held, they could ideally create chaos across the world because what they were doing, if anyone who wasn't aware, is that they were making them say specific words to be able to mimic their speech pattern, in order
Mm-hmm.
to use their likeness, because they were taking their likeness from their faces and then using their voice. We've all heard AI voices. We've heard different like songs and different sketches and skits and stuff that they put
Mm-hmm.
online where like what I think it was like Biden and Obama and Clinton and Trump, they were like in a Call of Duty lobby and they had people doing like AI generated voices of them interacting with each other in the Call of Duty lobby and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
And being able to do something like that and have it be, I guess, enhanced enough to where it's a 1-for-1 duplicate of somebody else's voice could be very detrimental to the geopolitical landscape of the planet.
Right, the
And
nations can fall.
yeah, so this is something that's a little bit like, I know that they say truth is stranger than fiction, but sometimes these like recently these lines have been pretty close to where this could be something that actually happens in real life. We know that we're always having all these data breaches from different companies and information getting leaked and companies getting hacked and all this other kind of stuff. So something like this is not outside the realm of possibility of actually happening. So it'd be interesting to see this this movie and how it all plays out, because that's a scary thing, something to happen in real life.
I mean, yeah. How's it really different from like God's Eye in the Fast and the Furious franchise?
Right.
That you have
Being able to take control
no
of all the cameras in a specific area and track
being able to
somebody down and
find anybody in
yeah,
the blink of an eye, no matter where they are in the world.
and pull all kind of
And
surveillance, pull up their like their medical records, their
their
criminal
life.
records, just everything, the bank accounts, all of that other kind of stuff.
You could see why Ramsey was pretty much in hiding on the run or just laying low. Because she created something that was,
And that's also
unimaginable.
something that gets done or has been done in a lot of movies as of late. I guess once that
That,
technology has sort of surfaced and become a point of contention or a point of discussion, because you had the same thing that happened in what was it, The Dark Knight?
oh, wait, you could get erased off of it, all databases. That's what Catwoman
No,
was looking for.
that's been, oh god, that's been happening. That's been in a few movies too. But I was talking about where Bruce Wayne used like the cell phones of every person in
Oh,
Gotham and was able
yeah.
to create like
The
echolocation to be
sonar.
able, yeah, to be able to track somebody down. But no, what you're talking about, like an eraser, where you can basically just erase somebody off the face of the planet and just
They live off the
completely
grid.
remove any trace of them ever existing. I mean, I
There
feel like
gotta be
that's
a
kind of what
story.
witness protection does in a sense. They kind of suppress a
Yeah,
person's records, get them off the grid.
moving to a location that they're not known for.
Mm-hmm.
Mm, mm,
Like I
You're
said,
not wrong.
the lines get blurred.
Yeah, you're not wrong. How much is it playing into the reality of the future? Hey, before 2008, I don't think anybody was trying to make an Iron Man suit, but now I'm pretty sure the military has some stuff that make Iron Man jealous. The 2008 one.
Not the 1960s one.
Oh, definitely, he's envious. Oh yeah, you gotta watch him. He's going to park in your parking spot just to get close to the building to see what's going on inside that facility. And thus he should, because I think they put the invisible little cloaking mechanism on it, which is again, art reflects life, because we've seen that in Invincible. Just throwing that out there as an example. When Omni Man started snatching them boys right out the air when they was in this house, they were cloaked.
Oh, right. Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
I can still see you. Like he can hear you, and
I
then he
don't know why
just
Cecil thought that would work.
I don't know either. Cecil hasn't been making the best decisions of late, so I can't tell you. But the point is, like these things have to be based from somewhere, right? So you said, man, I see a lady president in our time frame. Well, we didn't think we'll see an African American president in our time frame.
This
So
is true.
You never can say never. But this movie looks like it's going to be a thrill ride. It definitely looks like they know what they're talking about. They know what they're doing. I
And I
don't
feel
know
like
if it's
there's no shortage of
stupid.
inspiration to pull from, because like we talked about, there have been plenty of movies that have this same sort of type of plot where there is a terrorist organization trying to kidnap the president or trying to take down the president or force the president to do something in order
It's a Die
to,
Hard.
yeah, and in order to advance
It's a
their.
facility. They can't leave. They're
Mhm.
trapped in. They're hostages. Things blow up, and it's one woman. One woman. She's the president. And not like, where's your Secret Service? What are
So
they doing?
I am interested in this particular shot because there's this close up on Anthony Starr's face and his eyes. So I don't know if
And
it's like
there's
some
a
type
star on
of,
his eye.
well, I don't know if it's like some type of like what we saw in not to have to reference Echo, but something that
Echo.
we saw in Echo with the contact lenses.
Some
There's
type of
some,
tech.
yeah, some kind of tech in the contact lenses to help
Potentially.
him see or to project,
Or he,
because like you talked about augmented reality, if there's
right?
something that projects from the contact lenses to mask his face, to, if say for example, if he's being photographed or he's being filmed, his face appears to look like somebody else's face, so that way he can
First of
get into
all,
secure places or
that
anything
is
like that.
genius. I don't know who's making that, but that is genius. And you did see they were trying to trace his face. That is a strong possibility. I was just gonna say he's looking into a monitor and seeing like devastation on the monitor. Maybe his helicopter blew up and he can't get out the building and he now know he's screwed. But I like your theory better.
I mean, yeah, it could be anything. Just, well, we know
Could
how
be.
trailers get framed, so
Yeah,
who
he could be
knows.
getting his jollies off. I don't know what's going on. I'm intrigued, though. I'm intrigued to see what's happening.
Is that Coulson? That looked like Coulson. That is Coulson. Okay.
And I think, what?
Clark Gregg.
That is him. You sly son of a gun. You done slid into a nomad. Because Anthony Stark looks like Captain America. They made the Captain America reference, and now I just can't unsee it.
So yeah, so like this, it looked like he's taken the visuals from a bunch of different service members. And so I'm wondering if he's going to like frame them,
It's
because it looks
deep
like he's
fakes.
compiling a bunch of different people's faces.
It's deep fakes. That's what they're doing. Face swapping. Deep fakes. Can run the whole thing. You thought that was Gal Gadot singing, didn't you? Deep fake. Uh-huh.
What?
Emma Stone, deep fake. What? Emma Watson, deep fake. I'm talking about the deep fakes on the internet, right? I'm talking they're
Oh,
out there.
okay. Well, I mean, yeah, they are.
You go on days and days. Beyonce, deep fake. Scarlett Johansson, deep fake.
I mean, you take almost any female celebrity, and there's probably a deep fake of them out there.
I wonder if they're offended if they're not out there.
I would think not. You think that they might think that they're not famous enough to have a deep fake and they'll take offense to it?
It takes work to do a deep fake. I'm just saying, it's not as simple as you think.
No, but I don't know. I would think I would prefer to not have my face out there on somebody else's face, and who knows what people do with it. But no,
Well, how do you
this
take
looks
it off?
I mean, April 10th is right around the corner. It's
Right
less
around the
than
corner.
2 weeks away. So this looks like it'll be something that's good. I'm interested in seeing how it all turns out.
Viola Davis walks away the victor with her family intact as a helicopter land, and they say, "We forgot your snacks." So sorry, Madam President, we forgot your snacks. And then they get in the helicopter and fly away.
Sad music.
She's the hero,
But at
not
what
the one
cost?
we deserve. The one that we need, but not at the one we deserve to have. She just wanted her snacks.
So
No implication of snacks in this movie at all. So
no.
somebody's like, I don't see it. Why does he say snacks?
That's why you got to watch the movie. That's why you got to watch the movie. But we will definitely check out G20. Like I said, it looks really good, but we all know how trailers might push something into a light that the full movie may not exactly show. So we'll be interested to see exactly how this one turns out, and hopefully you will watch it too and then join us when we do a review. But just remember, if you like this video, go ahead, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell so you can be notified when we have new episodes that come out. You want the audio version of the podcast, just search for All Things Super on your favorite podcast streaming platform. And if you want to reach out to us on social media, just click the link in the description below.
Leave a comment. We read those things.
We read them. We read them. Yeah. So
I'm just saying, when she dropped down, when she threw that thigh out there,
yeah,
I wouldn't have been fighting. I've been like, hey, let's talk about some things.
So it'll be
I don't
interesting.
even like these dudes. I'm about to shake.
I don't even like these
guys. What's your boss say? Honestly, they're so weird. I should have called in today. I knew I shouldn't have came.
I just answered an ad on Craigslist. You know what? My wife told me I shouldn't even take this job. It sounded sketchy when they called me back for the interview.
Sounded sketchy. They're like, I need you outside in all black. Wait for the van. What? You need somebody to help you move? What is happening? They gave me a gun and said, shoot anything that moves, but for the money.
Times is hard out.
Rent's due.
Rent is due.
I'm interested. I'm interested in seeing Viola do her thing.
Yeah, so we'll check it out and we'll see what it is, and if it's good or not, we will definitely let you know. But thank you all so much for joining us this episode. We love and appreciate all the support. We'll hope to see you in the next one, but until then, just remember, keep being super.